Lesson 61, determining if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, so there's kind of like a checklist that you go through to see if it's a parallelogram. So if both pair of opposite sides are congruent, then it's a parallelogram. So if you can say these two sides are congruent and these two sides are congruent, then you know it's a parallelogram. Both pair of opposite angles are congruent, then it's a parallelogram. And then number 3, if one pair of opposite sides that are parallel to each other are congruent. So let's see. I have one pair of opposite parallel sides are congruent. So if all you know is that, say, these two sides are parallel and congruent, then it's a parallelogram. And there's one more. If the diagonals bisect each other. So if you have a diagonal, and bisect means cut exactly in half. So these two would be congruent and these two would be congruent. Then it's a parallelogram.
Doesn't a square, doesn't both the sides are diagonals that meet? All 4 of them?
Yes. In a square, all of those would be congruent. Yes.
So do you have to have all of these? Well, really, if it wasn't.
Yeah, usually if you see one of them, you know it's a parallelogram. So basically it's just you're looking at a 4-sided figure, quadrilateral, and you're trying to decide if it's a parallelogram. Then if any of these 4 things are true, then it is. So, oh, and also, if you're told it is a parallelogram, then you can use these to, in proofs or whatever, like it's a parallelogram, so then one pair of parallel sides will be congruent, or something like that. Like, you can use those too. Okay, lesson's over.